So I'm a CASA volunteer, and anytime I see abuse or anything like that, I know how to talk to the kids to find out what's going on. I've only had it a few times, and when I did notice it, the little boy was telling me, "Miss Q, I got a mark on my back, and it bigger than my brother mark, it bigger than my sister mark." You know, he was just talking. And I was like, "Is it bigger than my mark?" So I showed him the mark on my arm, and he was like, "No, my thumb mark look like the mark on your arm." Now, I have a burnt mark on my arm from being little. Everybody know you get that mark from the urn. You call yourself trying to earn. Got that mark on my arm. And he was telling me what happened. Then he brought his sister over. So now his sister's telling me what happened to her so she could get her mark. And the other brother was like, "Y'all can't show nobody our marks." And they were like, "No, me Q want to see her mark because she got marked too." So I showed the brother, which was 8, my mark. And he was like, "Oh, well, I got this mark." And the baby just started lifting up his shirt and showing me all of the abuse they were getting. How they got it. Found out that the little sisters would have to sleep in the closet so the dad wouldn't come in their rooms at night. It was so much, and they never felt like they could trust anybody to tell them. Well, me being a CASA, I know I can't milk questions out of a child. I can set up a scenario and be like, "So what would you do?" or "How was this?" I just have to let them flow and talk. I end up recording a lot of the stuff that they were telling me. And we just talked. One of my teachers, I stepped out and told her what was going on. And I needed some privacy because I didn't need any other kids to listen to it. And we all just sat in a room. I think they had like 6 kids. All 6 of them were getting abused. And we went from there. I knew I had to call DFACS, which is here in Georgia. I ended up calling them for them to send out a caseworker, social worker. Sat down, talked to the social worker, emailed over, the file that I had from talking to the kids. And it was bad because when the dad came, he couldn't pick him up. The police and stuff were there to pick him up. And I told them, those kids are scared that they're going to get in trouble when they get home. And they were like, "Oh, they probably will never be able to go back home." Found out the mom was on drugs. It was so bad. And we never knew because these babies were coming to school every day just laughing and playing. And they didn't have a care in the world. So that's another reason why I love kids. You never know what they're going through unless you talk to them.